Good evening, this is Nicholas from Gandora Gaming, and I bring you all my Ice Jade deck profile 2023 post Cyberstorm access. So like I said, before the sneak peek, I'm going to go over all the archetypes you may have forgotten that are getting massive waves of support. I already went over Dynamorphia, and I already went over S-Force. Now it's time to talk about everyone's most forgotten archetype in the Albaz lore, Ice Jade. Ice Jade has been done so dirty, and I don't understand why, because they have some of the most powerful cards ever existing for water support. It is ridiculous. Like, have you read the Ice Jades? You probably haven't, but as a water engine, they're absolutely insane. But we're going to look over that. We're going to look over them as an engine, but instead as an actual deck. And as an actual deck, they're still pretty insane. I think this deck has potential for greatness. I don't think it's meta warping strong or meta 1 or tier 1, but I definitely think as a pure deck, it could definitely stand on its own and definitely take out locals. As for the strongest version of this deck, it'd probably be Atlantean Mermail with an engine for Ice Jade, but that's for a whole other video. We'll get to that. But right now, let's actually go over card by card and say why Ice Jades are absolutely insane. So if you don't know, Ice Jades are a really strange archetype. They revolve around waters, and their whole gimmick is that they synchro summon. But they don't, not only are they synchro summon, but they want to make a lock. They want to lock your opponent out of the game. Now, lock is Ice Jade Curse. This is probably one of the most strongest cards they have in their arsenal. And basically what Ice Jade Curse does is while you control Ice Jade monster, an Ice Jade field spell on the field, your opponent can't activate the effects of monsters that were summoned that turn. When a monster is destroyed by battle involving your Ice Jade monsters, target one of those destroyed monsters, inflict damage to your opponent equal to that monster's original attack. You only use each effect once a turn. So it's basically a summon limit, not a summon limit, a lose one turn, except it doesn't put them in defense position. It's like a skill drain, which is all you need to stop your opponent from actually playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, it's very hard, even in this deck, to set it up first turn. You can definitely do it, but you have to have, like, Angeli in hand in the field spell. Like, it's not too hard, but it's not every hand's going to be able to do it. And that's really about it. We have a really powerful synchro that you all know in Sword Soul, Ice Jade Grim Argeline, who basically is a water tuner plus a non-water tuner monster, which quick effect, when an effect that activates while this card's face up on the field, basically it makes itself can't be destroyed or banished by your opponent's card effects, and then it banishes the card that activated in response to. So basically, they activate something, you chain Argeline will make itself protect your field, and then it will banish the card that activated in response to. It's a really powerful monster, and overall, it's a great card in general. Let's actually go over the other Ice Jade. So we have Ice Jade Kingfisher. This is a really cool card. It says target one water monster you control. Equip this card from your hand or field to it. Ice Jade monster equipped to this card can attack in defense position. That is like weird super heavy samurai claws to them. It's really weird. And it applied its effects. Basically, apply its defense position for the damage calculation. And then it also has the effect you can target one monster your opponent controls with attack less than or equal to the equipped monster in defense position. Special summon in this card. If you do, return that target to the hand. Really cool card. It just helps you for free removal. Plus, it's a 9, so 9 plus 3 equals 12, so that's pretty cool. The other ones we're playing is Ice Jade Cosmolore. This guy is another equipped monster. It is, I believe, level 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If a face-up card on a field zone, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can only special summon one Ice Jade Colbar once per turn. While Ice Jade field spell is on the field, monsters your opponent controls can only activate their effects the turn they are summoned. So basically, Cosmar plus Curse is permanent skill drain, because Curse says you can't activate the monsters the turn they're summoned. Cosmar says they can only activate monster effects the turn they're summoned. So you get Cosmore on field plus Ice Jade Curse, you completely lock them out of the game, which is absolutely insane as a really powerful skill drain effect. It is kind of hard to get Cosmore onto the field just because he requires the field spell, which isn't too difficult, but at the same time, it's hard to set him up, plus have a curse in hand, plus it's just a little complicated, but it's not too bad. Yeah, so you just need him in hand plus the field spell, plus curse. So the 3-card combo to skill drain your opponent. But you're probably thinking that's pretty bad. But let's actually talk about the newest monster that are getting this set, which is Ice Jade Argeline Ra. You can discard one other Ice Jade card or water monster. Special summon this card from your hand. If you do, special summon one Ice Jade Aqua Water token, level 3. And then while this monster is in the main monster zone, the player who summoned it can't summon from the extra deck for the rest of the turn, except water monsters until it leaves the field, which is absolutely insane. So it's an easy 1-card synchro 10 to any water, which is absolutely incredible. And overall, a must-have 3 of the deck, and actually will be splashed in other archetypes. Really, really powerful card there. And then everything else is just simple. Argeline is just insane as a monster. When this card is normal or special summon, you can add one Ice Jade spell or trap from your deck to hand. Your opponent can activate a card. And when your opponent activates a card or effect that targets this card, or targets this card for attack, quick effect, you can activate this effect. The next time this card will be destroyed by battle or card effect, this turn it is not destroyed. Also, special summon one water monster from your hand or graveyard, except herself, but return it to the hand during the end phase. Really powerful card. You get multiple searches a turn, and you keep reborning this thing on your opponent's turn. Absolutely insanely powerful card. And it's also level 3, so any 7 makes a 10, which is absolutely insane. And why do we say that? Because we're also playing Ice Jade Creation Arcus, which is a tuner level 7. So hey, synergies. When this card is equipped to a monster, the equipped monster gains 400 attack and defense for each banished monster. You only use each of the following effects once per turn. If this card is in your hand or graveyard, target one Ice Jade monster you control equipped to it. And while this card is an equipped monster, you can special summon it. So it's just a free level 7 you can get onto the field that allows you to make 10s. Really, really good card. And because we're playing waters, we can also play Torrential Tribute, Fury of Kaioshin, and any water-based support that we can ultimately do. We also have Ice Jade Erosion, which is also really solid. So Ice Jade Erosion basically says, hey, target one face-up card you or opponent controls, destroy one Ice Jade monster you control. And if you do, negate that targeted card's effective to the end of the turn, so it's basically imperm. And then if a water monster you control leaves the field by opponent's card effect, except by being destroyed, basically allows you to add it to your hand or special summon Ice Jade monster from your deck. Really, really powerful card, and overall, just a really, really solid 2 of the deck. And everything else is just self-explanatory. Ice Jade Cradle is a Rhoda, which is absolutely solid. Ice Jade Manifestation basically is a E-Tele for any Ice Jade from deck, which is absolutely insane. As long as you control a water monster, your opponent has a monster in their grave or on field, which is amazing. And then, yeah, that's really about it. Let's actually go into a game and show you the power of Ice Jades. Alright, so this is game 1. We won the Dyro. And, yeah, we're just starting off. We activate Cradle. We add to our hand Angeline. Then we're going to activate our newest monster, who's insane. It's a quick synchro. Well, not quick synchro, but it allows us to synchro to 10. We'll normal summon to add ourselves the field spell. The field spell is an amazing card if you don't know. We'll activate it. It'll add back to our hand the level 7. We'll then activate Tamora, pitching itself to spell summon to level 7, and now we can make a Baron. And then we activate Cradle to add to our hands our lovely equip monster, and we're going to equip that to our Synchro. And that is our end board. So it doesn't look like a lock, but it actually is. So let's see what our opponent do. They're playing Synchro Branded. This is a new deck in the upcoming format, and I'm super excited to go over it. He is doing his plays. He's activating the Barrock. I'm activating Grimoire. just to protect our monsters now. I probably mistimed it. I probably should have done it at a different time. But I was kind of worried, so that's why I did it then. Our opponent makes himself the big boy. But then our field spell lowers everyone by 500. Well, his monster and our monster. So now they're 500 attack. And yeah, he is a 500 attack, 3,500 on the field. So he can't actually get over the Baron at the moment. He's going to have a chance to, but as you can see, it's not going to work out for him. He activates the field spell. He's going to activate the field spell effect. He's going to be able to fusion summon Quadalus. Quadalus is going to be able to interact with our board, and he's also going to summon out the big guy himself. Now, you can explain this one to me. He tries to negate the Baron, but it doesn't work. And I still negate his Quadalus, so he can't actually get over the Baron. I'm not sure what happened there. But then, as a result, when he kills the Ice Jade returns, and so does the Cradle, because I activate the graveyard effects. And then they'll trigger to add to my hand the lock. So this is our lock card. Our opponent really doesn't have anything else, because we'll activate Angeli. We'll equip. We'll just get the equipped spell back, and we'll spell something out to rain again. And yeah, our opponent really can't do anything about that. End phase, the Angeli, the low 7 gets added back to hand, and we have our beautiful, beautiful Curse. Curse is just a winning card. It's going to actually try to win this the game because of its burn effect. And yeah, we're just going to keep going from here. Our opponent's going to try to make our monster 0. We'll try to banish, but it still makes everyone 0. And then we'll go from here. Now, I'm surprised he isn't playing Mirror Jade any extra off Quadalus. Because I'm pretty sure Quadalus can special summon anything. Or, actually, no. Quadalus only special summons Death Speed as a branded from deck, not extra deck. Okay, we're solid there. And then we activate our Synchro. He negates it. He shuffles back to negate the Rawhide in hand. But that's fine because we still have 3,000 on field. We just go battle phase, we'll kill this Synchro, and then we'll burn him for 3,500, its original attack. And then we'll just pass the turn to him. His turn, standby phase. We'll give the re-equip. And we are all set. This Baron is just sitting there with no negates, but who cares because our opponent can't really deal with it. We'll activate the creation to just banish his field spell when it activates. So even though he has a second one, he can't use it. He sets one and passes. We draw for turn. We get ourselves a trap card. Doesn't matter. We'll try to Baron destroy. He'll activate the negation in hand, which is fine because honestly we already have game on board. Because not only will we hit him for the attack, but the creation will burn him. Curse is a hell of a card, and we have defeated a meta contending deck with Ice Jades. Let's fucking go.